Hi scholars, today we're going to go over our scholarly words to help us understand our essential question and weekly concept a little bit better. So if you have your Unit 10 Week 3 packet, you can find your scholarly words that look like this in there. If you don't have them, don't worry. Mrs. Chin will put them on Seesaw and you can practice them there. It's always good to practice applying the meaning of our scholarly words to our writing. So you can also go on Seesaw and use them in a sentence. Okay, so let's get started on our first scholarly word. Our first word is environment. Everybody say environment. Great job. So let's see what environment means.
Environment. The environment is everything around us. People, plants, animals, air, water, and soil. It gives us what we need to stay alive.
Okay, so based off that video, the environment is everything that surrounds us. So you could draw a picture of the environment that you live in. So this could be like your house. You could draw our school as an environment, or you could do an outdoor environment. So go ahead and pick something that you could draw to represent the word environment. Okay, scholars, our next word is protect. Everybody say protect. Awesome. Now let's listen to the definition.
I wear a seatbelt to protect myself in the car.
Okay, so protect here means to do something to make sure that you are safe. So what do you do to protect yourself? In the car, you wear a seatbelt. How about when you ride a bike? What do you wear? A helmet, right? Or if you go skateboarding or scootering, you might wear elbow pads or knee pads. So think of some things that you use to protect yourself, right? If you have a cut, then you put a Band-Aid on to protect yourself from that cut getting infected. So draw an example of something that you can do to protect yourself. All right, now let's go ahead and listen to our third word. Our third word is recycle.
Recycle. You can recycle glass bottles and they can be used to make new things.
Awesome. So I really love this idea of recycling because recycling can definitely help our environment. So a lot of you have shared with me different things that you can recycle. So yes, glass is one thing that you can recycle. Plastic bottles, cans, paper, newspaper, those are all things that we can recycle and be broken down to make new bottles or cans or paper. So think of some things that you can recycle and draw in your box. All right, our fourth word today is wisely. Go ahead and say that, wisely.
Wisely. He wisely wore a mask and gloves while handling the bees.
Okay, so when you are being wisely, that means you're making a wise decision, and wise also means smart. So when you're being wisely, you're making a smart decision, and usually it is a decision that will help protect you. So for example, this beekeeper is wearing a mask and gloves to protect themselves from the bees. So what kind of wisely decisions can you make so that you won't get hurt? So like when you go in the car, a wise decision to be wisely is to wear a seatbelt, right? Or I also tell my kids when they're in the car to be wisely is to not scream and shout and yell because it distracts me as a driver. So what are some things you could do to show that you are making wisely decisions? And our last word today is encourage. Go ahead and say encourage.
My dad encourages me to learn all about gardening.
Okay, so encourage is a great word to know and learn about. And it's an important definition because each one of you can be an encouraging scholar and an encouraging friend. Okay, so when you encourage someone, you are cheering them on, you're telling them that they can do it, and you believe in them. So think of somebody that you can encourage to do something that may be a little bit hard for them. Or who is somebody that encourages you? Is it your mom or your dad or your brother or sister? So who is somebody that you know that encourages you, that cheers you on and never gives up on you? Okay? All right, scholars. So those are our scholarly words for this week. So everybody say environment, protect, recycle, wisely, and encourage. Okay. Now, if you go on Wonders Online on your own account, here are all our high frequency words that we are reviewing this week. And you can click on each one of them to learn a little bit more about our high frequency words. Okay. So for extra practice, you can go on Seesaw and go onto the notepad function and use each one of these scholarly words in a sentence. Okay. Thanks for listening, scholars.